Lesson number 1, ukulele for the visually impaired. This lesson we're going to focus on the ukulele, the neck, the strings, the tuning, and your finger names, so that when we get into the music on lesson 2, you'll know what I'm referring to. So with the ukulele, we've got 4 strings. You're assuming you're right-handed, your strings are going to come from the bottom, string 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to refer to the strings by name, which is G, C, E, A, coming from the top, because we like to say George Clooney eats apples. So string number 4 from the top is G. String number 3 from the top is C. String number 2 from the top is E. And string number 1 at the bottom is A. G, C, E, A. Make sure that your ukulele sounds like this and tune it every time you play. If you change rooms, if you go in and outside, your tuning will change. So please check your tuning every time if you want to sound right. This is an older ukulele, isn't perfect sounding, but that's what you want to go for, G, C, E, A. Now, when we're referring to your fingering, your left hand, you want to make sure that you know your different fingers. So you've got your pointer finger, we're going to refer to as finger 1. Your middle finger is going to be finger 2. Your ring finger is going to be finger 3. And your pinky is going to be finger 4. Obviously, then you have your thumb. So you're going to wrap your thumb around the neck of your ukulele. And we're going to use fingers 1 to 4 to change chords on your ukulele. Your right hand is then going to do your strumming. When I single strum, I use my thumb. But as we learn to strum this ukulele, I use my pointer finger. I tuck my thumb and rest it on my pointer finger. And my other 3 fingers, I gently tuck into the palm of my hand so that my pointer finger is the longest finger and my other fingers aren't getting in the way. What I'm using is when I go down, strum down, I use my fingernail, and when I strum up, I roll it back onto the pad of my finger. So what I'm doing in this first lesson is called a mute strum, where you want to hold your left hand over the neck of all the strings, all 4 fingers, and gently lay them down. Don't put any pressure on the strings, while your right hand is going to strum down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up, down and up. If you're pressing, you will get a noise. You don't want a noise. You want to have just a percussive sound. So you want to have gently, very gently with your left 4 fingers on all the strings. And you're going to go down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So that's going to be our mute strum. And that's going to be important. You want to have your wrist loose when you strum. And I just use my 1 finger. You can use other fingers if you want, but this is the finger that I'm most comfortable with. When you're strumming, you want to strum close to where the neck and the body of the ukulele meet. Not over the hole, but not way up the neck as well. 1, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. If you're pressing too hard, you're going to get sound, not what we're looking for. We're looking for very, very light. That's called our mute strum and our New York strum. And that's going to be a go-to as you learn your chords as you go along. So this is lesson number 1. You need to have your instrument tuned. You need to know what your strings are. So when I call out your string, you're going to know what I'm saying for your finger placement. And you're going to want to know your fingers. Again, when I call out your fingers for these visually impaired ukulele lessons, you're going to know what fingers I'm referring to. So hopefully we'll see you for lesson number 2.